There's a version of cheating most men don't prepare for. Not the obvious one, not the one where everything crashes at once, but the quiet one, the one that starts small, builds slowly, and hides in plain sight. Because when a woman is seeing someone else, she rarely announces it. She adjusts. Her behavior changes just enough to keep you comfortable while something else is happening behind the scenes. And if you don't know what to look for, you'll miss it completely. So let's break down 7 hidden signs that your woman might already be involved with someone else. Number 1, her phone behavior becomes controlled. This is one of the earliest shifts. Not that she uses her phone more, but how she uses it changes. She used to leave it around you casually, face up, unlocked, no tension. Now, it's always face down, always close, always within reach. She tilts the screen away when texting, replies quickly, but vaguely. And sometimes, she even smiles at messages she won't explain. And when you ask who it is, it's nothing. Just a friend. Work stuff. But here's what matters. It's not secrecy alone. It's controlled access. Because when someone else is involved, the phone becomes a gateway you're not allowed to see. Number 2, she becomes unpredictable with her time. Consistency disappears. Before, you could roughly tell her schedule. Her movements made sense. Now, things don't line up the same way. She disappears for blocks of time. Plans change last minute. You get vague explanations that don't fully connect. I was out. I got busy. I lost track of time. And when you ask for details, they're either rushed or overly defensive. Because when someone is juggling 2 realities, time becomes harder to explain. Number 3, emotional energy shifts away from you. This is deeper than physical distance. It's emotional withdrawal. Conversations feel thinner. She's there, but not fully there. Less curiosity about you. Less engagement in discussions. Less interest in how you feel. And when you try to connect, you feel like you're talking to someone who's already distracted, because attention is limited, and when it's being invested elsewhere, you naturally get less of it. Number 4, she starts picking unnecessary arguments. This one confuses a lot of men, because it feels random. Small things suddenly turn into big issues. Tone changes quickly. Patience becomes short. Conversations escalate faster than they should. But here's the hidden layer. Sometimes conflict is used as a tool. It creates distance. It justifies emotional detachment. It gives her a reason to pull away without explaining the real cause. So, instead of saying what's actually happening, she creates tension that pushes you back. Number 5. Her appearance improves suddenly, for no clear reason. Now, don't misunderstand this. Improving yourself is normal, but this is different. This is targeted. She starts dressing better, but not necessarily for you. More effort before going out. More attention to details she used to ignore. More time getting ready for simple outings. And when you're together, that same energy isn't there, because the effort is being directed somewhere else, not randomly, but intentionally. Number 6, she becomes overly defensive when questioned. You ask a simple question, and the reaction feels excessive, not calm, not reassuring, but sharp. Why are you asking? Don't you trust me? You're overthinking. And suddenly, the focus shifts from her behavior to your reaction. This is important, because when someone has nothing to hide, they clarify. When someone is hiding something, they deflect. The goal becomes making you feel wrong, for noticing what you're noticing. Number 7, your intuition won't settle. This is the one you can't ignore. Because it doesn't come from one moment. It comes from accumulation. All the small inconsistencies, all the subtle changes, all the things that don't quite add up. Individually, they seem minor. Together, they create a pattern. And your mind keeps returning to the same question. Why does this feel off? Here's the truth. Your intuition isn't random. It's your brain processing patterns faster than you can explain them. And when it keeps repeating the same signal, there's usually something there. Now listen carefully. This isn't about accusing someone without proof. This is about awareness, because the worst thing you can do is ignore patterns just because they make you uncomfortable. You don't need to panic. You don't need to react emotionally, but you do need to pay attention, because clarity doesn't come from denial. It comes from observation. If this made you think differently, don't just scroll away. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment, and tell me what stood out to you. And most importantly, watch the next video on your screen right now, because understanding the signs is one thing. Knowing what to do next, that's what really matters. I'll see you there.